I went to poker, and Pat has a Rock Solid podcast. Hey, if you'd ever watched or listened to the Rock Solid podcast, go check it out. Pat's great. Mm-hmm. And he collects autographs. He's got walls of them, vinyl, whatever. But also he collects Rockstar booze. Like, so we used to play during the pandemic. We'd play poker every Sunday night on Zoom, and he'd be drinking fucking Sammy Hagar's tequila. Or all these whatever
Kisses vodka, cold
anything
gin.
Exactly.
Right.
So so that's the thing. He brought Siegel got him the cold gin for his birthday.
Oh, right on. Nice.
So he brought the cold gin, but he also brought Rod Stewart's whiskey.
No way. Okay.
Rod Stewart's got some whiskey. So he asked me. He's like, "Do you want?" I said, "I go. I want to try the cold gin. I want to see." And he's like, "Well, I'll make a gin and tonic," because he was drinking it too.
Yeah.
And I got a gin and tonic with lime or whatever. I didn't know what they are. And so I sat down and I sipped it. And, gins, I don't like booze. You know me. I don't have the palate for it. I don't like the taste. It doesn't taste good.
Right.
So, but I sipped it, and I would let it sit, and we're playing poker. And as the ice melted, it started to taste, I tasted really good. Like, it was like the lime and everything. It just, for some reason, it worked.
Oh, this is how it starts.
So I'm at the table, and I'm sipping, and I even said out loud, I go, man, and Pat's like, "You like that?" It was like an hour later, and I go, as the ice melts, it actually tastes so good. It's like a lot better. And Gil Martin goes, "Oh, you have never proved more that you're not an alcoholic." He goes, "If you're saying you don't want the taste of booze, clearly you don't have a problem."
Yeah, right.
So then they did shots of he's like, everybody's got to do a shot of the Rod Stewart whiskey or whatever. And so I said, all right, I'll do a shot. And I banged one, and then Chip was being a troublemaker, and Chip's like, "Another one, Schmitty?" Because I can, I can chug.
Yeah, because he's
do
it, Mike,
and
do
so
it.
I looked at Pat, I looked at everybody, I go, "Are we doing this?" And they're like, "If you're doing it," I go, "All right." I go, "I'm going to lean into it," and I fucking bang. I did 2 more shots, still with the G&T. Okay. Then I got up, and there was like Seagrams that I fucking just did a pull off the bottle, and I just kept drinking.
Oh, jeez.
And I got light because again, after my surgery. I had gastric bypass surgery, so everything goes right into my bloodstream.
Right.
Like it's just within 2 drinks because I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
And I have a high tolerance before this surgery. I could I've only drunk 4 times in my life or whatever, but I could put it away. Not like you, but this time.
What are you saying about me?
Yeah, the Hammer King. I'll start that fight again. But so in a couple drinks I get fucking balmy. So. I felt it after 2 shots, and then I just did like 2 more shots, and then drank the rest of the gin and tonic and hammered that. I was like, and I got spinny and fucking flushed, and I started to sweat, and they're like, "Oh boy," and it was fun. I was very conscious of the fact. I'm like, guys, if I'm too much, you got to tell me. I go, I don't want to ruin the night for anybody, and it's like whatever. So, and I was having fun, and we were playing poker, and I was missing stuff, and it was really fun. But I could tell I was being talkative, and I was trying to stop talking.
Right.
And then I turned, it's that thing where I look at Gil Martin, he's on my right, and I just go, "Is this okay? Am I okay?
Yeah.
I'm not making it bad." He's like, "No, it's fine. Don't
Did
worry
anybody
about it."
record
He's
any
like,
of this video-wise?
I don't, maybe.
Okay.
So then we're playing. We started to play a game called Tonk. You ever play Tonk?
No.
Okay, it's a game where you're trying to get to as close as you can to 31. With 3 cards in your hand.
Okay.
Everybody gets 3 cards, then you're just pulling off the deck. You're trying to build your hand.
Yeah.
And when you're close, you hit the table.
Okay.
And so then everybody's got one last attempt to change their hand, and then you show what you had. And if you get beat at Tonk, you got to give it because it's a pip game.
It's kind of like a gut game.
Yeah.
You got to match the pot. Right?
Well, you just put in your pips. You got 3 pips, and when they're all gone, you're done.
Okay, cool.
So but if you get beat at Tonk, you've got to put in a pip.
Right. Okay.
So whatever. So we're playing Tonk, and you got to hit the table. So we're playing, and then a couple hands I get, and I fucking just blast. I hit it hard, and I was just like, and we're playing, and it's all. I think we're having. It's all fun, whatever. And then it comes to me again about 15 minutes later. And I got the hand, and I look, and I go, "All right, you ready for this?" I go, "Who's ready for this? You ready for this?" And there's like, whatever. And I just fucking headbutted the table as hard as I could. I just fucking BAM! And I sat up, and I'm just like, "That's right." And then you could see that was the moment, and everything turned.
Everybody got quiet.
And then they were like, "All right," and they kind of went around with the thing. Everybody's quiet.
Whoa! Look at the time.
Well, and I started to and I knew I could feel the vibe though. It was different. Yeah. And I looked at that because I told you I kept looking at Paul and going, "Are we cool?" And he's like, "Don't worry about it, Schmidt. Come on, we're having fun. Everything's great." And I looked at Martin and I go, "Hey," are we cool? Is everything cool? And he goes, "It's a bit much." said, yeah. And he goes, you gotta take it down.